Good day. My name is Jarrett and I'm 44 years old and a current serving member of the Canadian Armed Forces. And just recently, my good friends at Madison contacted me to see if I could take the time to answer a few simple questions and to talk about my experiences and my treatment phase while at the clinic. So without further ado, let's get into these questions. Question 1. How I felt before working with Dr. Rodney and what happened? Well, before working with Dr. Rodney, I was miserable, always in pain, no sleep, wasn't eating properly. I was agitated, frustrated, and very, very miserable. As for what happened, Canadian Armed Forces is a very demanding job. Over the years of working through pain, it's finally caught up with me, and that's when my back gave out, and that's when I knew something needed to be done. Question 2, how was the pain impacting the quality of life? And what was I unable to do post-injury? Well, as far as quality of life, I stopped socializing to a large extent outside of work. I stopped doing things that I enjoyed, like cooking, eating properly, always looking for a fast way and a fast meal. I wouldn't take the time to cook due to, if I stood in one place too long, my back would seize up, I'd lock up, I'd be in pain, sciatica would kick in. Sleep, I wasn't sleeping more than 4 hours a night, and that was a good night. It really affected the quality of life. I was always miserable, I was always irritable, I didn't want to be around large crowds, I didn't want to be around people. So yeah, it took its toll on me, to say the least. Post-injuries, I had to tone down my working out. I had to tone down pretty much everything in my life due to everything caused me pain. Standing for too long in one spot caused me pain. Sitting for too long in one spot caused me pain. The only time I would get relief if I was walking, I was staying in constant motion, but I can't stay in constant motion all the time, so you can just think of how miserable I was. Question 3, how did the injury make me feel? I felt useless. I felt like I wasn't as productive as I wanted to be. I felt old. I felt like I couldn't get strong again. I felt like, I didn't want to talk to people. I didn't want people to know what was going on. So I kind of closed up and kept to myself to a large extent. Next question. How did I find Madison Clinic? Luckily for me, I have somebody who cares about my health, who is in the healthcare profession back home. They knew I wasn't doing the proper research to take care of myself and to figure out what was going on, so they took it upon themselves to do the research for me using their expertise. And after looking at all the clinics in the area, they recommended Dr. Rodney's clinic at the Madison. Describe my experiences of working with Dr. Rodney. Dr. Rodney's a friend. He's just not a doctor at a clinic, in my opinion anyway. We've bonded over conversations outside of what I was there for treatment for. We talk about world events. We talk about what's going on in politics. We would talk about sports. We would talk about everything and everything. So he made it very comfortable, and he's a very sincere and genuine individual to be around, so that made me very comfortable into opening up. So he was not only therapy for my body, he was therapy for my mind too. If I could give one tip to future patients, trust in Madison. I'd still be going to Madison now, but due to my career and profession, I was posted away. Dr. Rodney still keeps in contact with me to check up on me, to make sure I'm still doing what I should be doing. And you're not really going to find that anywhere else. I'm not even in the same city anymore, and he still checks up on me to make sure that, things are going good and do I need anything from him. So, like I said, you can't find that kind of professionalism. He takes pride in what he does. He's very serious. He's very knowledgeable, and He makes you feel very comfortable, and it's a very calm and warming feeling when you join that clinic and you're a part of that clinic. They treat you like family and just not a patient. So if I could give one tip to any patient out there who's looking for a chiropractor, check Madison. You won't be disappointed.